So hey everybody, it is Sunday and want to give you a quick little update on the Snoppa rant that I did a couple weeks ago. I'll put a link right up here for you to take a look at that video. But it's basically what had happened to me with an Indiegogo campaign, and it's where I backed a product. It was by a company called Snoppa, and they make gimbals. Now, it was a new gimbal that they were coming out with, and it was a phone gimbal, and it was a very new design. They had it already built. They had prototype videos of it in use, and that's where the debacle kind of started. Now, I started back in this campaign back in October of 2016. I was a very early backer. I'm not going to give my number because, well, just for obvious reasons, but I was very low number, one of the first couple hundred. And it was promised for a December delivery date because all that they needed the money for was not for research and development. It was to be able to mass produce it on a very large scale so that they could bring it to market. So I was okay with that because it gave me an opportunity to, number one, get a gimbal that was kind of a different design, and number two, that was very inexpensive compared to what other gimbals are for phones today. But with saying that, that's not what happened. Never got it in December like we were supposed to, December of 2016. Now this is July of 2017, and the excuses still keep coming. Now the updates that Snoppa gives are very few and far in between. The last couple have hinted regarding bankruptcy. We've ran into some problems, but there's been some information out there that Snoppa actually is now sourcing out this gimbal to another company because apparently this other company may have an interest in this gimbal, i.e. that maybe they bought the rights to this gimbal completely, and that's why us, the backers, there's not a whole lot of us that are getting the product. And when I say that, I want to say out of the 8,000 something backers, about 5% of them so far have actually gotten their gimbal. And this is places like China, which is where Snoppa is located. They still haven't gotten their gimbal yet. So I find that very unique. I guess the part of this little update / rant that continues is, there was a couple of people that said, because in my last video I had mentioned crowdfunding and how I was very displeased with it and how it went. And I had a couple of people that commented saying, crowdfunding is a good thing and it helps people bring an idea to market. And I've got that. At the time that I made the other video, I was upset. I've kind of written this off, but I wanted to give some people an update out there that are Snoppa M1 backers. Excuse me. One of them is that a couple of people had said that there were retailers that were already selling the Snoppa. Snoppa did an update saying, oh, no, we just sent out some test pieces just to kind of, saturate the market a little bit to get the word out. And they were not supposed to sell them. And then there was a lot of other people on the Indiegogo page that would make comments saying, well, no, here's this retailer, here's this retailer. Now here on the US side, for me, I just happened to, last week, just do a search on Amazon. And there was a Snoppa M1 gimbal. Now at that time, last week, there was only one available. And I guess, I don't know if it was because it was leading into Prime Day or what the deal was, but I happened to look again this morning and now there's 14 available. And they're available for immediate shipping. And I guess the problem that I have is, why is it that I, or we, that were Snoppa M1 early backers, why are we waiting? Why are you selling them retail now to where me as a backer, if I wanted to, I could actually get online, go on to Amazon, and purchase this M1 gimbal right now and have it here in 2 days, when I was an early backer back in October. I mean, to date, you've made over $500,000 on your Indiegogo campaign, which, by the way, was a very short-lived campaign. It wasn't out there for 4 or 6 months. It was just, I think, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And you made $604,000. And there is zero, and when I mean zero, I mean zero conversation, connection. You contact Danny Wang, Facebook, he does not read your message, does not reply. You contact Snoppa, they don't reply. You contact Vicky at Snoppa, which is what they told us months ago, zero reply. You call the telephone number, they act like they don't understand English and hang up on you. So it's just disheartening for me that there are bad companies out there that will take your money and walk away with it. So I'm not saying that all of these crowdfunding campaigns, whether it's GoFundMe or the Indiegogo, that all of these are bad. I'm not saying that. And I apologize if it was misconstrued last time that that's what I meant. It was just, it left a sour taste in my mouth. And I'm sure there's a lot of great companies out there that will deliver the product and it'll be a great product, and maybe there might be a delay or 2 or 3, and that's understandable, because when it's something that's in the initial phases, an idea that you're trying to bring to market, that's one thing. But you know, Snoppa acts like they've never ever made a gimbal before, because early on their apologies were, sorry, we're a very new company, we're learning as we go. That was a lie, because they've made gimbals before. They have. So as far as a new company, and they've never done this before and they're learning along the way, I'm sorry, I don't buy that. Snoppa, if you're watching, I want you to know that karma is a great little thing. It will come back around. There is a lot of talk about doing an international lawsuit, because when you take money internationally from all these other companies and promise to deliver, which is what you said in words that were typed out, that delivery date would be end of December, just in time for the holidays, as a matter of fact. And now here we are in July and still no product. So, you know, I can see where there's some fraud and where a lot of people are upset that it seems like fraud. And whether you were an early backer and you paid $56 or $58 or $69 or $79, depending on whatever package it was that you got in on and when you got in, it doesn't matter. You know, whether it's $50 or $500, that is a lot of money to a lot of people. So my takeaway from this is, I don't expect to get the M1. If I do, I'll be shocked. And I'd said in the other video, I'll consider it like a very late birthday present. But I don't consider that it's going to come anytime soon. If it does, I'll be shocked. So I'm okay. I've kind of written it off. But that doesn't mean that I'm just going to crawl in the hole and just go away. What that means is that, you know, YouTube is a great platform to be able to warn others about things. And I know that this channel is basically geared around product review. And, you know, sometimes I'll put a little bit of vlogging in there or just some family videos or whatever. But, you know, that's my right. It's my channel. So, but I also want to be able to warn people and let them know of some of the devious and underhanded things that may go on. And if you're a backer, just don't be quiet about it. Be persistent. You know, there's a telephone number for Snoppa. Pick them up, ring that number. Call your Attorney General's office and see what can be done. You know, it shouldn't be allowed that somebody can just take that amount of money and walk away. And I understand that there's a few people that have actually got the gimbal, but that doesn't, I mean, 5% or 6% of the total number of backers is not even anywhere close to what should be. Before you offer something to market, retail, like on Amazon, you should make sure that all of your backers that were there to help you get going have all been taken care of. Or at least 80% of them have gotten a product, and now you need a little bit of more revenue to kind of ramp up a little bit more. So you got to sell a couple things retail. I got that, and I'm okay with that. But your communication is non-existent. You've got so many people out there, and there's now groups on Facebook that are upset about being an M1 backer, and they've gotten nothing, and the lack of communication. And let me tell you, the lack of communication is probably the biggest thing for me, because, you know, like I said in the other video, all you have to do is communicate to us, but please make sure that it's an honest communication. Because when you lie and you say, oh no, we're not selling to these retail, no, it's not offered for retail, and it's on Amazon, I'm sorry, Snoppa, I'm going to have to call you a liar. You are a straight up liar. If you're an early backer, don't keep your mouth quiet. Unless you just want to just say, you know what, screw it, it is what it is. But the way I look at it, $604,000, it's over $500,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to get. And consider the Indiegogo, they don't represent us, the backers. Sorry, Indiegogo, but that's the truth. When you read Indiegogo's terms of service, they are not about the backers. They don't care about, they're about making their cut from the campaign. And that's it. They're on the campaigner's side, and then they're on their own side. They are not on the backer side, the people that actually fund all this. And by the way, Indiegogo, you made money off of this. You made a chunk of money off of this campaign, and you're not there for us. So I will rethink my future endeavors with Indiegogo or any kind of crowdfunding campaign to back any kind of product out there, because that's my right as a consumer. But I will tell you this, the thing that I took away from all this that was an eye-opener for me is, if I back another product, and that's but if I back another product, if there's not clear communication, and by the way, I'm going to pay with PayPal, if there's not clear communication from the campaigner and clear, concise updates, and I start getting any kind of a funny feeling within the first 4, 5, 6 weeks, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a refund. I'm going to contact PayPal, and I'm going to get a refund. And I may actually go to this channel and do an update video if that's the case, because I think, you know, I'm not Ralph Nader, and I'm not trying to be. And like I say, when, you know, you look at the amount of money individuals that were very, very early on, the first 50, the first 100, the first 200, you know, when you're talking sub $80, sub $70, and that, and by the way, we had to pay shipping too. It's not a whole lot of money, but then again, to some people, it is a lot of money. And, you know, I can see a lot of people, they were looking forward to getting a nice stabilizer as promised, because they saw the videos of it working. So they had these units. They'll go around to trade shows and they've got them all lined up on the table. Well, how do you have them on the table showing them off at trade shows, and you're not going to fulfill your backers, and you're going to just go MIA, you're going to go radio silent? You know, Snoppa, bad decision on your part. But then again, I think it's been a very eye-opening experience for me, number one, and I think for a lot of people that backed Snoppa on Indiegogo. So a little bit different kind of a video today. I hope that you're enjoying your Sunday. I'm enjoying mine. It's just, I thought, you know, as a little consumer alert, I'll put up a little video regarding Snoppa, especially for all the Snoppa backers out there that are frustrated with the lack of communication. the lack of transparency. I guess really most importantly, the lack of honesty, because we've been given ship dates for the last 7 months and not one of them have come to pass. And when you get ship dates, oh yeah, you know, we're worried about filing bankruptcy. Worried about filing bankruptcy? How the hell are you going to file bankruptcy? You didn't have to give out a whole lot of refunds on the $604,000 that you took in. So, you know, but anyway, if you're an early backer and you're frustrated, I just wanted to give you an update. Do not be quiet. And you know what? One thing that Snoppa probably wouldn't like is a whole lot of social media blasting about them. And I will tell you what, even if I got the Snoppa in tomorrow, Monday, let's say it just hypothetically came in the mail tomorrow, and it's a wonderful product, I would still not ever buy another product from Snoppa because their communication is horrid. And I can't even imagine if I ever had a problem with one of their products, what that customer service would be like. Because imagine you give them money to back a product and their customer service with you is a big fat middle finger. What's it going to be like after you've bought something and you have a problem with it and you try to communicate? You think that they're going to back that product? Not a chance. Out of sight, out of mind. They took your money, and that's that. And that's the way that I feel, that they took my money, that they lied, because now it's on Amazon, and that's Amazon here in the States, ready to deliver. Buy it right now, and it'll ship in 2 days. That's problematic for me. But anyway, Snoppa, I hope you go under. I really do. I hope you go under now. I hope karma comes back and feeds you what you deserve. But I hope that you don't go under because of you're going to file bankruptcy and you're just going to rename your company, or you're just going to write off all the debt and start afresh anew. No, I hope that it's a class action lawsuit that's on an international level that brings you guys down. That's what I hope, because I'm going to post up a little picture of these are your Snoppa team. These are all the members of the Snoppa team. Take a good look at all these people. $604,000 went to these people right here to give you nothing. Food for thought. Food for thought. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a good remainder of your day. Like I said, you know, normally I don't do these kind of videos, but there is one thing about me that I have to say it like it is. If there's a product, I mean, I've been shipped product that I don't like. If I don't like a product and I don't think that it's a good quality product for the money especially, then I'm going to make a comment. If it has a shining star about it, then I'll make a comment that, yes, this product really shines in this area, but these are the areas that are lacking. And that's just my opinion, you know. But I have to say it like it is. And I have been nice to a couple of companies right now that actually sent me some product that was subpar, that had some major issues with them. And I reached out and even told them, hey, I know normally your product is on this type of level, and this, what you just sent me, is very bad. And let me send you a video of what I just captured with it. And I've been nice enough to send it back to them so that they can inspect the items and see what's wrong, if it was a bad chip or bad sensors or whatever the case is. So I do, you know, I'm not out there to trash a company. If a company's been nice to me and they send me a product, I want to be able to reach out to them. There was a company that I did a review on one of their cameras not too long ago, and it had an issue that I relayed to them, and they just didn't care. Okay, well, if you don't care about that issue, you know about it, but you don't care about it, your technical service team, your engineers are not going to address it, then okay, so be it. And then I'll relay that to you, the consumers that are watching. But, you know, I try to give these companies the benefit of the doubt. And if there is a faulty product, I try to let them know ahead of time before I actually do the review. And like I said, there's 3 companies right now that sent me product that I know they can do better, and this is not their standard of quality. So rather than sending out or posting up a review on the items that were sent to me, I actually reached out to these companies just to let them know, hey, FYI, you got a little quality control problem, and sent the items back, and they're inspecting them. And one company got back with me and said, oh, thank you so much. The chipset is bad on this one. We're sending you out a new one. And you know, that kind of stuff happens. So it would be horrible for me to review an item that was bad, or at least the item that I got that was bad, but the rest of the items are fine that they send out. It just happened to be one item. So, you know, I would hate to do that to you, the consumers that watch this channel, for any type of possible advice. But also I wouldn't want to do that to the companies that reach out and send products, because I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, if they don't care about their product being subpar, then, you know, you'll see that reflected. I've got one company I'm still waiting to hear back on, and we'll kind of go from there. But anyway, it's a long-winded video. Sorry about that, but it's definitely needed when it comes to M1, the Snoppa team. And so I just wanted to kind of give everybody an update of what's going on. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I've got some cool stuff coming up. Can't talk about it. One thing is going to be really, really cool that I'm excited to share with everybody. But I've been told I got to keep my lips closed until I can announce it. So look for that, because that'll be coming hopefully soon. I can spill the beans. But I hope you guys enjoy your day. Have a good day. If you're a Snoppa backer, open up your mouth, post out a video letting other people know about Snoppa and what's going on and your frustrations, because, you know, I really believe even to this day that the squeaky wheel will get oil, or the squeaky wheel will get ripped off and thrown away. So have yourself a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.